321 Travel. Hello amigos, how are you today? Ceci here in Florida today, bringing your 321 travel tip of the week. Today I want to talk to you about European planning. Specifically, I'm going to give you an example because I just returned from my trip to the Dolomites in Italy, and I had also a medical tourism conference that it was held in Lugano. When you work on your travel planning, this is very important to let you know. When we are in the other side of Europe, when we are across the pond in America, in this continent, for us sometimes it's different or difficult to picture exactly what cities, what countries are really close to each other or they are far to each other, because geographically we have no way to know every single location. And I'm going to give you an example on how important is the private planning that we provide, because we will be able to save you time and to save you money, and more than anything is the time. Let me just give you an example. So when you're trying to go to Switzerland or countries in Austria or places that are in the very area of Europe that you have a condensation of countries, sometimes just driving is the best situation. Not necessarily that you will drive. By the way, you need the international driver's license if you plan to rent in Europe. They were used to rent without it, but I did encounter that. I was in Italy, one of my friends was not going to be able to drive. We were considering for me to drive, and I didn't have an international. So that's in my to-do list in the future. I don't recommend driving in Europe. To me, it takes the essence of your vacation, the essence of being in all, just looking at the window. When you have to be looking at rules, regulations, police, traffic, to me, it's just not. We have two short trips. We don't travel a month or two like other countries that they have that luxury. We travel for 10 days, 12 days, and every day matters. So no, my recommendation is never to drive. We put you the drivers. The drivers have the license. They know how and where to go. But in this case, what I'm trying to say is we plan, and we really stick to this plan to drive from Milan to Lugano, because most people were going to take the train. A private driver was very costly. A private driver was about 9 to 1,000 euros. And this is a 1-hour drive. So places like that we know that we have conversations with our professionals on site, that's when we're gonna tell you, we're gonna put you a driver if that's what it makes sense, or we are gonna suggest to do even a taxi, because 1 hour taxis do work. You can call an Uber to do that type of transportation, but you don't know what you don't know. And we know what portions are better to be programmed by train, by car, by taxi, or by driving yourself. So those are my tips. We did have an excellent planning by doing our own driver, because just when you're 2 people, 3 people, you can really easily share the ride, and if you don't have to be dealing with the luggage. And I'm telling you something, one friend that I met along the way, she was from Portugal doing this route as well, and in Lugano, she said by the time that she added the train ticket and the 2 taxis that she had to take from the hotel to take her to the train, then the train ticket, and then the taxi from the hotel to the train, she would spend as much as going in a private driver. So I knew that, and that's how we do it differently. But I wanted to tell you, the planning is very important, European planning especially. It has a lot of tricks, a lot of great things, but let the professionals do it for you. So those are my tips for today, planning in Europe. Goodbye, amigos.